Sportscaster and former pro football player Mike Golic is tackling his diabetes with a personalized game plan he is excited to share with others. Golic is one of more than 34 million people in the U.S. living with diabetes. I am one of them, along with my family members, and a condition that can be a challenge to manage. Mike joins us now with more, along with registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist Hope Warsaw. Good morning, you two. How are you?
We're doing good.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, Mike, before we get started, I got to ask you, the big game's coming up. You're going to be there, but who do you want to see get there?
I know there's a little disappointment that the Cardinals kind of fizzled out at the end there. I think though, we're going to see for the second year in a row a team playing their home stadium like Tampa did last year. I think LA is going to make it in the NFC. And boy, there's something about Cincinnati, that young upstart team that they are. They beat Kansas City already this year. I think I'll give them a shot to do it again. So I'll say LA and Cincinnati.
I like it. I like what you're talking there. So, hey, all right, let's talk a game plan with diabetes, because this is very important to a lot of people out there.
Well, yeah, listen, you mentioned yourself and your family members as all of us part of 34 million people dealing with diabetes, and I put it in a football term. That's 485 filled football stadiums of people that are dealing with it. And I was diagnosed about 17 years ago. And one of the big things I learned is, first, I dealt with it like I dealt with team sports. I got myself a doctor as my coach. My wife and friends now are my teammates for a different game plan. This is a game plan for life and a lifestyle change, and really found out that everybody's trip is unique. You know, how I deal with it is different. How you deal with it is different. How other people deal with it. That's why I enjoyed interviewing other former athletes like football player Kyle Love, baseball player John Kruk, about their journeys and how individual it is to them, you know, in talking as far as the Talking Type U, I should say, campaign that gives us a lot of information.
Yeah, and Mike, you said game plan, and Hope, that's where I want to talk to you, because it's so important for people to have a good managed game plan for themselves that's customized to themselves, right?
That's right. As Mike already mentioned, every person with diabetes and every aspect of their life is unique. So I really encourage people to be open and honest with their care providers and let them know about their wants and needs, because taking that step really ensures that their diabetes care plan will work into their life and not vice versa.
Okay, let's talk about tips for people and how they can customize and manage their, of course, diabetes, Hope.
Sure. So I have 3 essential tips for people to keep in mind. One is to find and partner with healthcare providers who will listen to you and get who you are and what you need to balance your diabetes care. Number 2 is to embrace technology that is designed to help you measure and track your diabetes. For instance, using a digitally connected glucose meter that lets you input your data and then analyze that data. And number 3 is to think about your health and wellness holistically.
That's so important right there, all that coming in, those tips. And I want to go back to Mike, because Mike, you know, you're a former pro athlete, you know, you do radio, you do TV and everything like that. So people must say, oh my goodness, you must have a really special customized, you know, diabetes program. But really your game plan is something that other people can use, but customizing to themselves too, right?
Oh, absolutely. And what I've done is what Hope mentioned. I've embraced technology as a 59-year-old. I'm like the young kids now, embracing that technology of today. You know, so One Touch Solutions gives you kind of like a one-stop shop of customized programs that you can use with my information from my One Touch glucose meter, with my numbers, you know, between Noom and Fitbit, Cecilia Health, WellDoc, you know, getting all that information, inputting, and getting recipes and food that I can eat. With my Fitbit, am I getting the right hydration, the right amount of workouts in as well, and movement, and chatting with someone like Hope, a live chat if I have questions to be answered. So I have embraced modern technology, and it can help. So we can all use it, but it all helps us create our own path of what we need.
Mike, Hope, I'm so glad you guys joined us with this important information for those who are with diabetes or who have potential of becoming a diabetic. So where can they find out more information?
TalkingTypeU.com is where to go for all this information. You can hear the interviews that I did, get the information I talked about, and you can enter into a sweepstakes to win some health-related prizes, like maybe some home gym equipment. So listen, you go there, you get info, and maybe you can win something as well.
I like it. Hope, Mike, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Brad.
Brad.
Go Irish!